joining us. We're seeing that the positivity has once again continued. Take us through which stocks is pulling the bourse up today.
Hi Fenly, thanks for having me here. On the stock exchange, we actually saw the bourse actually moving marginally up by 0.24%. Interesting to note that even though the number of losers actually outweigh the number of gainers, you actually saw the bourse actually ending up in green. This is to tell you that while they had some bit of profit taken in the market, I think general market sentiment points towards the green. So you have people actually going into the market in as much as you have some speculative activities coming on the profit taking side. But outside of that, you actually see that the blue chips actually are the major gainers and the losers, major gainers also and on the losers side. So it's actually a win-win on both sides, both for the losers and the gainers. Fenly.
Well, the trend on the stock exchange has been positive since last week. Is it a similar scene on the currency front?
Well, on the currency front, will I say yes? Majorly, it might just be on the back of a coincidence. It actually has different indices fueling those figures, those two markets. While on the equity, yes, we've seen some gains. On the currency, we've also seen the Naira strengthening. But I think on the back of two entirely divergent views, that's factors. That's why you actually have those things happening concurrently at the same time.
Nwabueze, really what are these coincidences? Sorry, Nwabueze, what are these coincidences that you're talking about?
Sorry?
For the currency, what are the two coincidences that you're talking about that's affected the Naira?
On the Naira side, you actually saw inflows coming on the from the oil majors actually selling oil, dollars into the market. So you've seen that actually push the Naira, making some appreciable gains. So you've seen Naira actually from where it opened this week at 35 levels, or 150, actually closing at 150, 10, 20 levels. So that's some gains that has come in on the currency side. This is undermining the fact that demand at the CBN window were not fully met by the central bank, but you still saw some gains in the interbank market, showing you that some liquidity actually exists in the market. Then on the stock exchange, I think most people are riding on the general sentiment that interest rates are low. You have the asset management bill, which is a major driver on the market, is coming on board. So people are actually positioning for a good entry point in the market. So you see that upbeat sentiment actually coming on the stock exchange, on the bourse really. So that's why I said really there are two divergent views, but coincidentally they are happening at the same time. So the two markets are pointing in the same direction. Fenly.
Well, yesterday ExxonMobil sold about $82.26 million to some banks. So would you say that the market is rather liquid now?
Yeah, the market is liquid. Outside of that, we have a couple coming in this week, so I actually see the market remaining quite soft for the most of this week. Would see the general theme will be stability, which I think the CBN is also driving at, not wanting to push the rate up or push the rate down beyond certain corridors. So yes, liquidity exists, and I think it will still continue for the remainder of this week, Fenly.
And are you expecting the central bank to supply additional dollar supply to the market?
Sorry, Fenly, I didn't get the question.
Now, is the central bank going to supply the market with additional dollars?
Well, not exactly, really. I don't see any shift from what has happened for the auction for this week. I think for the next week, you still see the same 400 million in the market from the CBN window. This really, it's on the back of the fact that some oil inflows has actually come to the market, and it's expected that demand from the window would not actually push the central bank to offer much more than they've done for this week's auction. Fenly.